What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. I am here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. My name is Chris Drummond. I'm a freelance sports reporter based out of upstate New York here and proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on to talk about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a very special guest that's coming on with me today. She is a reporter working at a Crex 5 slash Fox 4 in Western Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. Her name is Marj Tobin. Marj is short for Marjorie. Would you rather be called Marj or Marjorie?
I like Marj.
Marj is better. Okay, got you. And she is someone who's just getting into the business. She is a Mary Mack College alum, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to talk to her about her why of getting into journalism. And we're also going to ask her some get to know you questions. So without any further ado, Marj, welcome to the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I like to do background research on every guest that I have on here, and the research that I showed is you are an ex lacrosse player in college, Mary Mack College, and not only that, but you also went to Hanover High School, if I'm not mistaken, which is in Massachusetts, and you were a two-time Player of the Year there as well, or MVP, I should say, at your high school. Talk to me about before I get into your why, talk to me about that experience of playing lacrosse in college and being that awesome player because you also broke the single season record as well in points your sophomore year in high school. Talk to me about that.
Okay, sure. So actually, my freshman through junior year, I played at Cardinal Spellman, which is
Oh,
a smaller private school in
yeah,
Massachusetts. Yeah. So
yeah.
I played there, and that is where I got that. I held that record my sophomore
Okay,
year. So I was one of
awesome.
the only players who played club at that school. So, um, yeah, that was awesome. And then I transferred to Hanover my senior year. We actually had a good team, a really good team. So yeah, and then I got, I think it was best. Yeah, so I was MVP at Cardinal Spellman.
Yep.
Kind of forgetting which years. It might have been, it was both my freshman and sophomore year because my junior year
Mhm.
we lost a season because of COVID. So
Right, right.
I missed out on that year. Yep. So at Hanover, I just got, I think it was best two-way player. So like midi because that was my position. So I won
Mm.
that. And then, yeah, I just went through recruiting process through my club and found Merrimack, which is my perfect fit. So
Absolutely. Growing up in Massachusetts, being able to go to, you know, college out there as well, that had to be special to be able to stay home and do that. Let me ask you though, as I normally do with every guest that I have on here, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Did you have any role models, any inspirations, maybe growing up? Ultimately, what led you into a career of journalism?
sure. Yeah. So when I started in college, I actually had no idea what I wanted to do. I
Hmm.
went in criminal justice major, believe it or not. And after my freshman year, I decided that wasn't for me. I actually got a little a little scared. I didn't think I could do that. Um,
Right.
so I switched in communications because of how broad it is,
Hmm.
and it played to my strengths. I was a good writer. I was a good speaker. So that was what I chose without really knowing where I wanted to take it. And then my summer going into my junior and senior year of college, I worked at an internship in marketing, actually for a health plan. And by the end
Wow.
of that, I decided that that wasn't for me either. So going into my senior year is kind of like, I'm not sure what I want to do. I need to figure that out. And I had a few professors that they sort of got me thinking about journalism. And
Hmm.
then I started narrowing my classes into journalism, taking curriculum that fit into journalism, and I realized that it was exactly what I wanted to do. So I started working towards that. I made like the worst highlight reel of all time by just like bringing my phone out to random places and recording myself, and then I found some jobs that I maybe would want and ended up getting this one, thank goodness. So That's how
Absolutely.
I got here. But my why, I guess I didn't even answer that one. So, um, my why is because the journalism field is so rewarding.
Hmm.
You get to help people every day. Every day is
Hmm.
a new day. You can go in and
Hmm.
start something fresh, start something new. It's not just a continuation of a long project that you're working on and never even see maybe a result from. So I
Yeah.
definitely like that aspect, and that is my why in this field.
That is an awesome why to have, no question about it, right? Being a voice for the voiceless, an advocate for the people. We love doing that. It's very rewarding, doing stories that are just uplifting and impactful, right? So, and by the way, I did get a chance to watch your reporter reel. It is not the worst reporter reel that I've ever seen. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh God.
There has been some doozies. There's no question about that. I've definitely seen some, but yours is certainly not the worst. That's for sure. So you are a little too hard on yourself, Marj, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm sure, obviously, you've been a little bit more seasoned at Fox 4, and so you probably feel a lot better now than you did at that particular time. Which, with time, we all get better with practice for sure. So, but yes, you certainly put together a nice reel. I thought it was
Thank you.
nice. You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
Now, you go to Merrimack College. I want to know, were there any other schools that could have persuaded you? Because there's a lot of schools in Massachusetts, at least big time schools, right? Boston College, UMass, obviously, there's other schools as well. What drew you to Merrimack, and were there any other schools that could have persuaded you?
Oh, sure. Yeah, so I just knew I definitely wanted to continue playing lacrosse in
Hmm.
college just because it was such a big passion of mine at that point, such a big thing in my life. So
Hmm.
I was primarily just looking at schools to continue my sport because I still didn't know what I wanted to do at that time. I was like not sure. I know I want to stay close to home, so I
Hmm.
was just kind of going to a lot of their like recruitment camps and on like as soon as I walked onto their field, I was like, this is gorgeous. I could see myself here. You kind of just get a feeling sometimes, and
Yeah,
I got it
absolutely.
then for sure. Yeah, and I knew I wanted to play at the Division 1 level. I wasn't I was good for my small town that I came from, but not in comparison to some of the other athletes out there. So this was a school that I could go to and maybe get some field time at. So that's why I chose it.
Absolutely. And like you said, you played midfielder, no question about it. That's the one sport I cannot play. I cannot throw that damn ball into the net. For whatever reason, I can run around pretty good, but I just cannot fling that ball into the net for sure. Do you get a chance to still play lacrosse intramurally? Like maybe like a rec league, or maybe how they have the adult leagues set out there in lacrosse.
Oh, right. So not as of now. I might consider it at some point, but I'm enjoying my time off right now.
I love
I'm
that. I love
enjoying
that.
it being in the past for the time being.
Okay, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. Mars, I want to ask you some favorite questions, and you just give me the 411 off the rip based upon these favorite questions, okay? So here we go. Favorite meal you like to cook?
Oh geez, I'm not that good at cooking. I guess eggs. Like I love breakfast. So breakfast foods, maybe chicken and rice.
Well, that's no, that listen, I'm laughing because the first thing you mentioned, you say you're not good at cooking and eggs, and I'm thinking, well, damn, that's a hell of a meal. Just to have some eggs. That's pretty good. I mean, you can do so much with that. I'm guessing, you can go omelet, you can just go eggs, but listen, who doesn't like breakfast food for dinner? Everybody does.
True.
So
So
come on now. Come on now. So that means to me, you cook good enough. If you can eat it and cook it, it's good enough. That's what I say. So you're all right in my book, and I'm sure in plenty others as well. Tacos would be something for me. I'm a huge taco person. Love tacos to the core. So I can whip those up pretty good. That's for sure. Um, this next question is favorite concert that you've ever attended.
ooh, that is a tough one. I actually haven't been to too many concerts.
Mm,
Justin Timberlake was good. I went to that one. He was awesome.
okay.
That
Yep,
was
yep.
probably my most recent concert too, actually, like last year. So
Well, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad you went to go see JT. He is definitely I went to see him when he did his 2020 album, his 2020 album. That was something that I went and saw. But I would say my favorite concert is probably The Weeknd. When I went and saw him. I'm a huge concert goer, so I love music to the core, and I love going to these concerts. And his Starboy concert was one of my favorites because that's one of my favorite albums, no question about it. So, absolutely, okay. Favorite,
awesome.
thank you so much. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Hmm. Ireland. I went to Ireland. My brother was a student teacher there, so I visited him, and that was really cool.
Wow, Ireland. Now, how much time did you spend in Ireland? What did you do in Ireland?
We spent about 10 days in Ireland. We started in like Dublin, so like the city, and then we went sort of towards the coast area where it's all just like green and like the rolling hills that you see. So that was like straight out of a movie or something. That was amazing. So we
I'm
just tried to see
definitely
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I'm definitely gonna have to hit you up for some tips because eventually I would love to go to Ireland. I'm a huge traveler, so I definitely love going different places. I would say my favorite place is Jamaica. No question about that. Loved going there. Beautiful vibe, beautiful scene, beautiful beaches, beautiful people, and the food was amazing too. You like jerk chicken, you'll love Jamaica. There's no question about that. So it's definitely good. I'm a sports person, Marj. So I want you, this is going to be a two-part question for me to ask you. Okay. So, favorite sport you like to watch on TV, favorite sport you like to attend in person.
Okay, favorite sport on TV might be hockey. I feel like
Hmm.
it's very engaging to watch. In person, basketball. Definitely basketball.
All right. You got a friend in me. And I don't mean to I don't mean to sound so song like, but that I'm serious. I love me some basketball. That's my favorite. Now, are you a Celtics fan, a Bruins fan?
I'm a Celtics fan for sure. Yeah. Bruins, like, not so much. I just like to watch hockey for the fun of it more.
Yeah, God bless your heart for being a Celtics fan. That's just what it is. I'm just gonna say that. I grew up in the West Coast. So I grew up in California. So I'm a huge Lakers fan. So obviously the Lakers Celtics, huge rivalry, as you know, but two of the most storied franchises in the world. But like I said, I love basketball. It's my number one sport, and football is number two. So football on TV, basketball in person. That's what I would say. Um, Last of the favorites. And you can give me from both places. You can give me from Massachusetts, where you grew up, and where you are now in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. So, um, favorite place that you like to eat out at?
Hmm. That's gonna take me a minute. Honestly, I love like going out to Mexican restaurants because I love
Hmm.
like chips and guac. That's like my main thing. So if I find a good one of those anywhere, like you'll catch me there. Like I like Mexican food a lot, so probably that. I don't have anything
Uh,
specific, but
well, I'm glad that you do like chips and guac. I'm a huge traveler. So Denver, I've been to. I've been to Denver, Colorado. Are you close to Denver?
no, I'm very far from Denver actually. Just because we're on like opposite sides of the state, it's far away. So I haven't even
Okay.
been there yet.
Got you. You definitely got to go there. It's definitely a poppin' city. It's one of the best cities in Colorado. Like I said, you would absolutely love that. No doubt about it. I haven't made my rounds around about in Colorado, so I haven't been to the Grand Rapids or Boulder or any of those other cities yet. But Denver, I've definitely been to, and it's amazing for sure. Okay, I like that. Um, I want to ask you about your day to day. As you know, being a reporter, no 2 days are ever the same. You wake up and you do different stories. You do different things every single day. You talk to different people every day. That's one of the reasons why I feel like reporters and journalists like us, we love this job because it's just different and you just never know. It's the unknown of what we're going to do. That's the fascinating thing about it. But at the same time, you know, I wouldn't be comfortable sitting at a desk 9 to 5 working every single day doing the same damn job. I just would not. I'd be bored out of my mind. I'm not sure about you, but I know I'd be bored. Talk to me about your day-to-day process of getting stories together, how many stories that you do, when do you start, when do you finish? Do you work crazy hours? Like, do you have to get up wee hours in the morning and work? I mean, talk to me about that.
Sure. So my station here is a day turn station because we're a small market.
Okay.
So I'll get there, have a story idea. I get there. I work 9 to 5. That's like my shift, just a regular 9 to 5.
Okay.
So I'll get there at 9, figure that out, go out whenever I might have interviews scheduled or anything that sort of revolves around. Maybe it's a meeting I have to attend, and then I'll go back to the office, edit it, and get it ready. Try to have it ready by 5 o'clock so it can air on all our night shows, and that's the day. So today, for example, I had an interview at a fire camp. It was actually it used to be the fairgrounds, and they converted it into a fire camp because
Hmm.
Western Colorado is currently on fire. So I
Oof.
went there and I had an interview about that conversion process, and they actually had a therapy dog come in too for the fire crew, which was cool. So
Hmm.
I went there, did the interview, recorded a bunch of video, went back, edited it, tried to get it in right on time, and then I left. So
Wow.
yeah, definitely exciting every single day, something new.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear about Western Colorado being on fire. How much is it contained? I mean, is it spreading or are they containing it pretty good out there?
So there's different fires. It seems every weekend we have different ones that are going. Right
Hmm.
now there's one called the Turner Gulch Fire. That's our biggest one with the least amount of containment. So that one's at about 43. It's just tough with the weather conditions because it'll seem to be going well, and then we'll have high winds, hot temperatures, which expands the fire, or maybe a new one might pop up. So,
Right.
um, yeah, it's just kind of day to day changes.
Hmm.
Containment, the firefighters are working hard. They're focusing mostly on keeping people and properties safe. So,
Right.
and they're doing a very good job at that. We haven't had too many property losses or anything, which is very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to the first responders and the firemen and ladies that's out there putting their lives on the line. So brave to do what they do. No question about that. So yeah, definitely salute to them. This bonus question came up in my mind, Marge, and that's about moving from Massachusetts to Colorado. That is quite the move. There's no question about that. Was any kind of like, was you shell shocked when you came to this town, or was it kind of similar to the town that you grew up in, or anything like that? I'm just curious. How was that move for you?
It's completely different out here. I was a little bit shocked when I first came. I was like, oh my god, I'm in the middle of a desert. Like, where am I? But after being here for a while, I'm more used to it. And I'm loving it. I love to go explore and see things that I've just have never seen before. Like, when it comes to the mountains out here, completely
Yep.
different from home. Everything is so different. The desert,
Hmm.
I'm like seeing little lizards running across the ground. I'm like completely different. So yeah, it was a bit of a shock when I first got here, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna see little lizards running around Massachusetts like that. I'm not sure. Maybe you do, but I doubt it. I doubt if you see little lizards like that.
Yeah,
That
no lizards back home.
I feel that. I feel that. That's awesome. Yeah. I moved from Atlanta, Georgia to Marshall, Minnesota, which that was a hell of a shell shock. Being in the southeast, Atlanta, Georgia, that was popping. That's where I went to school at, went to college there. I moved from my first full-time job in sports to Marshall, Minnesota, and I went from hot to extremely damn cold. I mean, it was cold in Minnesota, and it was also a small town. So I totally understand the shell shock moment of moving across country like that. No doubt about it. But I had to ask that question because I was very curious about that. But it's a great segue to this next question, which is about mental health and work-life balance. Now, I know you're extremely new, obviously in the journalism field because I believe you graduated Merrimack in this past year as well, if I'm not mistaken, in 2025. But I want to ask you, being in this industry, there's been a lot of reporters sometimes that have stepped away because their mental health wasn't strong or the work-life balance. You never get it 100%, but you try to do the best that you can. Talk to me about how you keep your mental health strong, but also have work-life balance, right? Because you seem like a wonderful lady to be around. Obviously, very personable. You're smiling all the time. I certainly wouldn't mind being around you, and I'm sure your friends and family say the same thing about you, rightfully so. But talk to me about how you keep your mental health strong and work-life balance and not experience burnout and different things like that.
Yeah, which is definitely something I've had to have in practice for a while, including how busy my schedule would be at school and stuff. I
Hmm.
think it's just very important to have escapes and have passions that you can tap into outside of whatever you're doing.
Hmm.
I do think you should be passionate about your job as well, but I think, like for me, example, I love fitness classes, Pilates. I actually am a fitness instructor on the side,
Hmm.
so I like to start my morning off with that. Just a mental escape for me. I can step away from kind of set my intention for the day, not have to think about work. And then also when I come home, I'll normally go for a walk outside especially if it's a day where I just need to like get the wind in my face to blow the day off me or something.
Sure.
Yeah, you totally just need to have a way to escape every day. Do something for yourself every day.
I love that you mentioned that you were a fitness instructor. I was going to ask you, like, how many classes do you normally teach in a week? And what was the class? But you said Pilates. I've never done Pilates. So if you're talking to somebody that's kind of interested, or how would you pique a person's interest to do a Pilates class? Because I've never done one in my life.
Okay. Yeah, so back in Massachusetts, I was a reformer Pilates instructor. So that's like sort of the machine that you do it on.
Hmm.
And I would just say that it has a lot of different benefits because it's kind of a combination of a bunch of different, it's like a combination of yoga, resistance training,
Hmm.
things like that. So not only are you getting flexible and stronger, you're lengthening your muscles, and also most of these classes are like to music and, like I said, that mental escape and community vibe that just it turns into your happy place. So
Okay, so and not listen. I may be ignorant for saying this. Now, mind you, I'm damn near 6 feet tall, so I'm kind of big. It's kind of big, but not super big. But I see a lot of petite people in these yoga and Pilates classes. That's around 5'2", 5'3". I saw your profile. You're 5'1". So if it kind of fits you a little bit, is it okay for the kind of the bigger guys to do stuff like this, or would it be different as far as us positioning and doing Pilates like that?
no, it wouldn't be different at all.
Okay.
Sometimes for the men aren't as flexible as women sometimes.
Yeah.
Not saying all the
Yeah.
time, but sometimes. And there's just plenty of modifications where you can adjust things to fit
Mhm.
you or even what you're feeling that day. Even if you're not feeling it that much, you can adjust different things, different positioning, and
Mhm.
it'll make it either a little bit easier, a little bit harder, or you could do the same movement sort of in a different way as well. So.
Okay. No, I appreciate that explanation. And how many classes do you normally teach a week?
So right now I'm currently in the process of training for a place here because I just moved, so I'm not
Mm.
actively teaching, but
Got you.
I used to teach on Sundays in Massachusetts, 4 classes in a row, and that was it. And then I would just fill in whenever I could. So
That's awesome. No, I'm glad. I love to hear that, and I hope that you get the training out there to be able to, coach out there and teach out there well. That'd be amazing. I want to get advice from you, and advice from two different angles. And the first angle is being a D1 college player. There's a lot of freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and soon to be seniors as well that play D1 as well. Try to play sports, but also try to go to school and do that. If they're full-time students, they at least have 4 classes or more. And that could be a tough thing to do, navigate with practice and training, conditioning, and trying to do all that, but also have a life too. I want you to give me some advice on what you would say to a person that's doing that, but also give advice to someone that wants to be in broadcast journalism. What would you say?
Okay. In the sports aspect, I would definitely say it's important to be able to separate yourself as a person and yourself as an athlete.
Hmm.
I think a lot of times it's easy to fall into a routine and kind of a this is what I do, this is who I am,
Hmm.
and get lost maybe even with what you really want, and you can't put as much time into school or other things that you should be figuring out at that time. So I think it's important to be able to step away from your sport and see who else you are as a person and what else you might be interested in, be able to tap into. I think be able to separate the human from the athlete is definitely huge. So that's the advice that I would give there.
Okay.
And for somebody looking to get into journalism, I just go for it. I mean, I don't have that much advice to give as I'm new, but it can be intimidating at first. It was for me. I was like, nobody's gonna hire me. Like, I'm brand new. I have no idea what I'm doing. And somebody did. So, I think just jump into it and learn as much as you can. Yeah.
No, that's definitely some solid advice, no question about it. I've been in this industry for now about 8 years. It's going on my 8th year being in this industry, so I've heard a lot of different things, and that's great advice as far as being a college athlete, because it's a different level than high school. You're going up to the college level, you're dealing with a lot more things, a lot more people, a lot more events, social things is going on as well. But when you switch over to the broadcast side, sometimes, Marge, you get a sense of a misconception, right? They see the pretty lady on TV, like yourself and many others, whether female or guy, and they say, wow, he or she has it made. But they don't understand what goes on to get you prepared to go in front of the camera and do your thing. They don't understand what goes on behind the scenes because all the college kid sees is the final product of what's happening at 3, 4, 5 or whatever live shots or wherever time you go live, right? That's all they see is the person on TV telling the story. um and that's why I like to build this platform to be able to let people know there's a lot more that goes into it than just holding the microphone and talking. It's more stuff that goes on, and not just that, but people should start early if they want to do this. Sometimes people are a little undecided, and everybody's path is different. But if you want to do this, then you got to do it with your heart, and then do it 100%. Like this is not an industry where you can have one foot in, one foot out. I believe, in my opinion, you're definitely going to have both feet in for sure. I like
Yeah,
that.
no, I would agree with that. Yeah, even with the stories that you're going to do, you can't, go into that half of the way. Um, it's not doing the story justice. It's not doing the people that you're interacting with justice. So
Mhm.
yeah, totally have to just jump right into it with both feet. Yeah.
Absolutely, I love that. We have now reached a portion of my podcast to where we're going to talk my interactive game, which is called This or That. It's a game that I like to play with all my guests here on the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast, and it's pretty simple. I throw some things at you, and you get to choose this or that. So, Marsh, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the question number one. Which restaurant out of these two would you rather eat at? Popeyes or KFC?
I've never had either.
Oh Lord. Oh my Lord. Okay. Hell, we're gonna have to move on to the next question. Listen, you are there in Colorado. You got to try at least one of these restaurants one time. You don't have to eat them all the time, but you got to put them on the
Okay.
bucket list. You got to put them on the
Okay.
bucket
I'll
list.
try. I will.
Okay.
I'll try
Wow.
once.
Wow. That is the damn first here on the Work Hard Play Harder podcast. That's what's up. I love that. Have you ate chicken wings before?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure. When it
Yeah.
comes to chicken wings, which flavor would you rather put on the wing? Barbecue or lemon pepper?
Lemon pepper.
Okay. Do you like your wings wet or dry?
Dry.
Do you like your wings bone in or boneless?
Boneless.
Oh, okay. So are you a dipper? Do you like to dip it into sauce?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And do you eat it with a fork?
No. Eat it with
So
my
you
hand. Dip it in the
so
ranch. Oh yeah.
ranch. What?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Fun fact, I've never had ranch.
You've
Um,
never had ranch dressing?
mm-mm, no, never
Oh,
had
you should
ranch.
try it. It's good.
Okay, so listen, when you try KFC and Popeyes, I'm gonna try me some ranch. How about that? And we'll come back and tell each other our first experiences. People get so people are so enamored with me not trying ranch, and it's like, what am I gonna try ranch with? And people say, well, you can try it with fries, with wings, with pizza, with salad. I'm like, no, thank you. With pizza, I don't need nothing but the pepperoni or the meat lovers. With wings, barbecue, lemon pepper, buffalo. There's too many damn sauces for me to be dipping ranch. I don't need dip ranch into no wings. I like that. Now salad, I understand the salad reference. However, I use Thousand Island dressing. That's what if I use any dressing. So that's what I use. But okay, I can understand that. Ranch. Okay. Do you eat ranch with exotic stuff like that, like fries and stuff like that? Okay,
No.
just wings.
Just like chicken, yeah, or I'll put on my salad.
Okay. Well, that's normal. That's normal. Okay. These next five questions have to do with music concerts you rather attend. So, what would you say is your favorite genre of music, or do you listen to it all?
I listen to it all, but country in the summer. But besides that, probably just like pop.
Okay, here we go. Here we go then. We're going to start it off like this. Which music concert would you rather go to? Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Drake.
Okay, okay. I like it. I like it. You going against the grain on that one, but I like it. I like
I'm
it.
not on his side of anything. I don't even know about that. I just like Drake's music, and I'll stand by that.
As you should, Marge. 10 toes down. You should stand on that. Okay, that's what's up. I like that. Which
Yeah.
music concert would you rather go to? Would you rather go see Dua Lipa or Ariana Grande?
Dua Lipa,
Okay, all right. I like
for
that.
sure.
Yeah, she's great. She's amazing. Which music concert would you rather go to? Would you rather go see Chris Brown or Usher?
Chris Brown,
Okay,
I
Chris
would.
Brown. Okay, all right. Again, going against the grain. A lot of people picked Usher on here, but I like that. I like the fact you did Chris Brown. Okay, which music concert would you rather go see? Jelly Roll or Post Malone?
Post, definitely Post Malone.
Yeah, I'm a huge Post Malone fan. Huge.
Yeah.
That's probably the last concert I saw, and it actually had both of them in it. So yeah, absolutely, huge Post Malone fan. Okay, of the concerts. Which music concert would you rather go see? Beyonce or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Wow, you damn sure went against the grain on that one. Whoa. Okay. You know how many people have been going to that Cowboy Carter concert like crazy. Okay, so you're a Swiftie.
Oh, oh
Okay.
my God! Wait, no, no, I don't like love Taylor Swift, but I would rather go to her than Beyonce. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I'm just asking, but I love it. I love it. Okay, that's what's up. When it comes to sports, which sport would you rather watch on TV? Baseball or hockey?
Hockey.
I'm sorry. You said that like baseball is so damn boring. Like you said, that's how it came across. Like hockey. Like this is where you said it. So is that true? Is baseball boring?
Um, it's not the most exciting sport. No.
Okay, then yes. Well, the antithesis of that would be that means it's boring. So let's move on. Okay, I got you. All right, no problem. It's okay. It's all right. Say it with your chest though. Say it with your chest. Now, what sport would you rather play? Badminton or bowling?
Bowling, I think.
Okay. Now, are you a good bowler?
No. But I would
Okay.
rather be good at bowling than badminton.
No, I can understand that. Do you need the bumpers for bowling?
No, I don't think I do.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I can't really
Again,
remember the last time I bowled, but I don't think I needed them.
I'm about to say again, the way that you answered it like you had to convince yourself that you did not need the bumpers. Which is cool. Which is cool. I believe your answer. Very believable. All right. Do you like desserts?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna name four categories of desserts. You have to choose one of these that you'll never eat again. So here we go. The first one is candy. The next one is grouped together. So there's cake slash pies. The third one is cookies. And the last one is ice cream. Which one are you getting rid of?
I'm getting rid of candy.
I would say, girl, you on point like a period. That's what I would say. There's no doubt about it. I agree with you. I would pick candy as well. Now, what is your favorite ice cream?
I like any peanut butter flavored ice cream. I like love peanut butter, so
I know it. I know it. I do too. Are you a creamy or crunchy peanut butter person?
creamy.
Okay. All right. Right now, you doing pretty good right now. Let's see. If you got potato, do you like potato chips?
I do.
Okay. Same format. I'm gonna name four brands. You have to choose one of these brands that you'll never eat again. So here we go. The first brand is Ruffles. The next brand is Doritos. The next brand is Lay's. The last brand is Pringles. Which one are you getting rid of?
Ruffles.
Oh, hell no. No, you did not just say that with a straight face. Oh, come on, Marj. You killing me here. What is going on? You said that with pride too. That would be my favorite chip, but okay.
Oh,
I,
really? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's okay. Well, that's somewhat believable the way you said that. I'm sorry, but that's okay. That's all right. I appreciate it. All right. You don't have to name the other three, but what is your favorite potato chip?
I like Cape Cod chips.
What? Are you talking
You
about the
know what
cat?
those are?
Are you talking about the cattle chips?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. You're very talented, obviously athletic, passionate, beautiful, driven, but you just proven that you're not perfect. I don't know what the hell. Not only did you say Ruffles, but then you said Cape Cod kettle chips was your favorite. I mean, those. Here's my rant before I get to the next question, Marsh. Kettle chips are the third worst chip ever made. The third worst. And you're probably shaking your head no. I understand. But they're the third worst chip ever made. And you're probably saying, what's the first two, Chris? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'll tell you. The second one is salt and vinegar. Whoever the hell made salt and vinegar chips need to be just destroyed in every single
I
way.
like those.
I know that explains a lot, Marsh. That explains a lot. But the first, but the first chip made, that's the worst chip ever made, is Funyuns. Whoever made Funyuns need to be slapped with the white and the black side of my hand because that is just awful. Funyuns are awful, no question about
I agree. I agree. I don't like those.
it. Okay, well, at least you agree on something. I mean, at least you do. I mean, it's okay. Like I said, we're not perfect. It's okay. You can't have it all, Mars. You have a lot going for you. You just can't have it all. It's all good. It's okay. You did well though for this or that. You did pretty well. Um,
Yeah.
what that means is more kettle chips for you on the shelf to get because I'm gonna leave them for you. That's for sure.
Perfect.
That's all.
Perfect.
That's all that means. Okay. This next question is called bucket list, and the reason why it's called bucket list is that I would love to have a top four bucket list event. Sorry, top four bucket list of events or stories that you would like to cover in your journalism career.
Oh, this is a good one. Wow. Good question.
Why? Thank you.
The Olympics would be so cool.
Yes, yes. Coming to LA in 28. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I don't know. Oh my God, I want to go to the Kentucky Derby so bad. I want to do that so bad and like
Okay.
report there.
Okay. So you're a horse lover. You love horses.
I wouldn't say that. I like animals, but I think it's just a cool event for sure.
Okay.
um,
Okay. I got you. Okay. Kentucky Derby and Olympics. Give me two more.
two more.
I see the wheels turning, girl. I see the wheels
I
turning in
know.
your
I
head.
really have to think. This is a tough question. I don't know why I've never thought about this.
I love it. Listen, what you're doing is speaking stuff into existence. That's what you're doing. That's what this question is all about.
So true. So true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I
You know
don't
what?
know.
I can totally see you on a red carpet. I think you would absolutely look amazing on a red carpet, but I also think your personality, I don't know who can be around you and not smile and laugh at some
Oh,
point.
thank
I don't know who
you.
can do that. I think there's a lot of people that you can talk to, celebrities, whether it's Grammys or Oscars, actors, actresses. Would you want to do a red carpet event?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I
Hmm.
would.
Okay. What about politics and inauguration?
Yes, I would want to do politics related for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Okay. Would you want to do maybe something in the court sense, like a trial case, or maybe you might want to do another maybe you might want to do another sporting event, maybe something, maybe NCAA, maybe a lacrosse event or something like that.
Yeah, possibly. I would want to do some sporting events, but yeah, a big courtroom case would be super super cool, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to throw some ideas out there too. You just never know. Listen, it's called manifestation. That's what it is. Now, obviously, I think those are some great goals to have. I would say my four, since I got a chance to do the Super Bowl this past year, I crossed that off my list, which was amazing, being in New Orleans in February. I would say the Olympics as well. Definitely want to go back to my hometown state where I grew up in California and do the Olympics. That would be amazing. I would love to do an NBA Finals. That would be amazing because I'm a huge basketball person. I would love to do a World Cup. I'm not huge into soccer, but the World Cup, I mean, come on now. We're talking about all type of countries and people there. The stories are endless. I just think that that'd be just a great melting pot full of stories. And then lastly, I would like to do a college football playoff or March Madness because I'm huge into March Madness, huge into college football. I would love to do something along those lines for sure. So that would be my bucket list.
Awesome. And congratulations on crossing one of those off. That's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. It was definitely a blessing. New Orleans was one of the. I've never been there prior. Prior, never went to New Orleans prior, but when I got there, I crossed a lot of first off my list, trying jambalaya, gumbo, and sausage, chicken, alligator. I never in my life thought I would try alligator in my freaking life, but it was so good, the alligator, because they had a media party for us and they kind of catered. We had drinks. We can get drinks for free, and we can get food for free. And so it was just amazing how that was. They had food trucks set outside. Master P ended up showing up, performing. Yeah, it was a litty event, and I plan on being back in San Francisco this year for Super Bowl 60. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time for sure. Excuse me. I want to ask you this next question, and that is about advice. Now, we talked about advice you will give someone, but what is some advice that someone gave you that you hold on dearly to?
Hmm. Um, in college lacrosse, we had our coaches, and they gave us so much amazing advice, and some of my teammates as well. And one thing that they said that kind of stuck with me was comparison is the thief of joy. You can't compare yourself to others. It only makes you feel worse. So I know that's kind of a not the happiest one, but yeah, comparison is the thief of joy. That one's at with me, and I think about that a lot when I'm thinking anything negative about myself. I'm like, why am I doing that? I don't need to be comparing myself to anybody.
Right. Like, why? Why do that? Listen, you was a D1 athlete, a college graduate. You're in Colorado, which is a great state, as a reporter, doing something that you love. I think you got a lot of positives going for you. Although we all have negative days. Don't get me wrong. I get that. But I mean, Mars, come on now. There's nothing negative I don't think any of your friends or family members will ever say about you overall. And I clearly won't. And I've only been talking to you for the past 40 plus minutes. So I think you got a lot going on for you. But I do like that quote that your coach said, which I want to ask this bonus question. Do you ever think that you'll see yourself coaching in lacrosse?
I don't see myself doing that now. Um, I think it definitely lacrosse served me for the time that it did. But I think we're gonna leave it where it lies in the past for now, anyways. I mean, I'm always open. Things are subject to change, but I don't
Yeah.
see that happening. No.
Now, okay. I want to also ask this bonus question, and that is about dealing with hard news stories. Now, obviously, you haven't been in the game for a long time, but you have done some stories there, and I'm not sure if you've done any hard news stories, but if you have, what was the feeling after doing those hard news stories? How do you deal with that? And did you take it home with you?
Yeah, so sometimes stories can be harder than others without seeing it really from the outside. Just from a behind the scenes point of view, things will be harder. Maybe you don't have enough like backup video to go behind it. The editing process is just more difficult than it should have been. Things like
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
And I did notice sometimes when you're finished and you look back on it, you're like, all you can think about is the messy process that maybe went into it instead of the clean product that it is.
Sure.
And it's not a good feeling knowing that it wasn't your best work. And as I said before, you just need to brush it off and go into tomorrow with an open mind and kind of leave it there. I think if I was in maybe a different circumstance, you had longer time to work on things. It could be different, but yeah, you can't let it sit with you. Definitely not. You have to know that. I mean, life goes on, and that's that. Or live TV. Sometimes you make a mistake. That was difficult for me in the beginning. I would like cry because I thought I did such a bad job and like whatever. And it's like that was 90 seconds, and it's tomorrow, and no one cares. So
Absolutely. And the best thing about it is you get another chance, right? You get another try to do it again, to be better than what you was the day before. Because this is the great thing about being in, like you said, smaller markets. You get to make these kind of mistakes, because you're not on a national level and there's not like a huge market. This is where you want to make them. That's what I was told. That's one of the advice that was given to me. Make all the mistakes that you can in these smaller markets, because when you start moving into other states and bigger markets, they're not going to tolerate these mistakes. They're going to expect you to know what you're doing. They expect you to be on tap and in tune. I mean, all the time. So yeah, I totally understand that. I wanna ask you some rapid fire questions, okay? And the first thing that comes to your mind, I want you to shout it out with glee. Okay, so here we go. Favorite Netflix TV show.
Love Island.
Lord have mercy. What is going on with people in Love Island? You're about like the 125th person I've talked to that says this show Love Island. I haven't watched one episode of Love Island, not one. But not because I dislike the show. I just haven't watched it. But apparently it comes on every day when that show comes on, like every day or every Wednesday or something like that.
Every single day except Wednesday.
Okay, every single day except Wednesday, which is weird. I don't know why they take off Hump Day. I don't get that, but that's different. What is it about the show that grabs you? That's what I would like to know. What about this show that grabs your attention?
Well, usually I don't have a very good attention span when it comes to shows, so um, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I usually miss a bunch of episodes anyway, but it's like the only one that I actually watch a lot of.
Okay,
But it's just like entertaining, I guess. I don't know. And then you can like, everyone's talking about it, so you know what everyone's
everyone
talking about.
does. Everyone certainly does. No question about it. Okay. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes,
Okay. Chicken or ribs?
chicken,
Okay. Juice or soda?
juice,
Favorite alcoholic drink?
margarita.
Yeah, margaritas are pretty good. Favorite board game?
Um, don't have a quick answer.
Hmm. Monopoly, sorry, Scrabble, Life, Shoots and Ladders, Clue.
I feel like I like Sorry. I don't know. I like card games better.
That was my next one. Favorite card game?
Rummy,
Say what?
Rummy.
Rummy, what's that?
It's so fun. I don't know how to explain it,
Oh,
but it's
hell.
so fun.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's fun. But wow. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to Wikipedia that and find out what
Yeah,
Rummy is. Okay, I
yeah.
got you. I got you. All right.
Okay.
Oh wow. Favorite sandwich?
I like. Oh my god, what is it called? The one with like balsamic tomatoes and mozzarella. What is that called? I forget.
Is it a BLT?
No. Um,
Oh, no. Okay. Is it a tomato basin sandwich?
I forget what it's called. We'll go with chicken parm or meatball sub. I like meatball sub.
Okay. All right. Now I'm with you on that. I'm rocking with you on that. Okay.
Okay.
If you had a choice to bring three people with you on vacation, who would those three people be and where would you go? Now, mind you, you can choose family, friends, or celebrities.
Okay. I'm choosing Miley Cyrus, my brother, and my boyfriend.
Okay. And where would you guys go?
We would go to New Zealand or
Mm,
Italy.
wow, that is two ends of the spectrum right there. New Zealand or Italy. Okay. All right. Now, I ain't mad at that. Now, if you had a choice to choose three songs or three artists that you can listen to on repeat and never get tired of, who would those three artists or three songs be?
Probably SZA.
Mm, okay.
I gotta do a country, maybe Scotty McCreery.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
I love you this big. Okay, you went that route. I like you.
And Miley Cyrus. I like her.
Yeah, I definitely like her. I think one of my favorite songs of hers is the one she did with what's that? It's I think at midnight is the one with Stevie Nicks, the Stevie Nicks remake. Did you ever hear that one?
I don't think I know which one that is.
Oh my goodness, I think it's called Edge of Darkness or something like that, or Midnight of Darkness or something like that. Have you ever heard Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus? Plastic Hearts.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites, no doubt. But I like your three artists, by the way. It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Favorite color.
My favorite color is pink.
Okay. If they came up to you and said, Marj, you do a pretty decent job at this reporting thing, but you can no longer do the genre of news. You're gonna have to pick a different genre. Out of these three genres, which one are you gonna go with? Travel, entertainment, or sports?
Sports, probably.
You,
Probably sports. Just
you
because I
sure?
feel like I have a decent knowledge on it.
Okay, all right. You absolutely sure on that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that. Last two, and before I let you get out of here, I want to know, give me a couple stories that you have done so far that have been impactful to you.
Okay, sure. One that I did was a blood drive for a very young leukemia survivor. That one was very special to me, just because I got to see him and his relationship with the community, and it made me feel like I'm really in a good spot and that this community serves the people who live here. So that one definitely stood out to me.
Mhm.
And then I did one at the beginning when I got here, like the second week. The largest wildfire broke out, and I got to go to their fire camp that's in the mountain. So it's the one that the firefighters are actually camping at. And I went to that area, not the actual camp, but to the area twice. And through that, I just met so many very heroic people and people who had so much information and knowledge on things that I had knew nothing about. So it was like I got to learn so much, and meeting these people and seeing what they go through every day firsthand definitely meant a lot to me, and be able to tell their story and get it out there as well. And did you say three? I need one more.
No, but you can give me one more if you like.
Oh no, I'll leave it there for sure.
No question. No, I love those two stories. That's amazing that you did that for the blood drive, and obviously covering the wildfires out there. Again, special shout out to the first responders and the firefighters out there in Western Colorado that's responding to fires out there and trying to contain them as best as they can. Um, they have my full support always. I will always shake their hand and tell them how much I thank them and appreciate them in doing their jobs for sure. And this has been absolutely a dope conversation. Obviously, learned about you being a big time high school player at your small high school, then transferring over for your senior year to your other high school, and then playing D1 at Merrimack, graduating there, and now going to Western Colorado with Crex 5 slash Fox 4, doing your thing in storytelling. This has been a really, really, like I said, cool conversation. You gave great advice and you've gotten great advice. Only thing we got to change up is the kettle chips. But other than that, you've been perfect in every other sense of the fashion. So, with that being said, um, my final question to you is there anything else that you would like to add before we conclude?
No, I don't have anything else to add. I just want to say thank you for having me on, and I think it's awesome what you're doing on your page and everyone that you're interviewing. I love it. So thank you.
No problem. And listen, I love the fact that you came on here. It's an absolute blessing to have you on here. Keep killing it out there in Western Colorado. I'm a new fan of yours, and you and I will most certainly be in touch. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening and the rest of your week.
Thank you. All right. Bye bye.